Hello and welcome to Hattie the Creator. I am Hattie and today I'm going to be creating another character in SculptGL and then bringing it over to Photoshop to do some more final touches and to have a little monster or creature illustration at the end of this video. And as far as narration goes, I plan on popping in every here and there just when I think I have something relevant to say about the direction or what I'm doing in the project. But for the most part, I think I will try to keep my voice off so you can just watch the process. Starting into this project, I know I wanted to create a creature with multiple eyes. I had just been talking with my wife about spiders, and I think that might have had an influence on my character because I start off looking pretty spider-like with lots of eyes and the fangs. It almost looks like a spider head, but as you will see, it takes a completely different direction later on. The reason I was talking with my wife about spiders is because she went on a run this morning and she came across a tarantula. So we were talking about spiders and I showed her a video of one of those wolf spiders carrying a bunch of babies on her back, and it kind of grossed her out a little bit. But yeah, spiders. So here we go. Let's see what comes from this. Right here I am masking out some sections where I'm going to pull out some teeth, and you can see I kind of struggle with the teeth in this video. SculptGL's tools made it, well, maybe it's just my knowledge of the tools, it made it a little difficult to get some nice pointy teeth. I've played with ZBrush quite a bit and I can do it in there. They have a lot more tools, and even so many tools that I've never even touched before because it's just got a huge vast library of tools. I don't even know what they all do, but SculptGL is a little limited in this regard, and I probably could have made teeth better if I made some sort of texture brush or something the same way that they have their skin tool, but I didn't do that. I just pulled them out with the move tool and remeshed and tried to get a more teeth-like with just the tools, and you can see I kind of did a decent job on that, but the teeth end up looking a little wonky. And same thing with these horns I'm trying to do, and some horns in the future. I just can't get them, I don't know, I just can't get them to look exactly how I had envisioned, and I end up getting a little frustrated with it, just leaving it how it is and making do and moving on. Right now, how these horns are sticking up, it almost reminds me of the Donnie Darko bunny. It kind of looks like bunny ears up on top of his head. I try to move the horns a little further apart from each other to not look so much like bunny ears, but I don't really get too successful. I end up just leaving those two. this point I want to make a bottom jaw on the bottom section of his face, but I feel like I'm kind of pushing the polygon limit on this upper face already, and this is a web app, so I'm a little concerned that the thing will crash on me if I get too many polygons in there. I mean, this probably has a million or more in it already. So I make the bottom section on a separate sphere and a separate piece. So that's why I did it that way, just because I was concerned about the performance in the browser app crashing on me. And you might notice I'm saving a lot more often at this point because I have lost models or at least a few steps before in WebGL, because it is a web app and it's probably not made to do super high detailed things like this. I mean, maybe it was, but it's also the performance of your computer and your browser that plays into it. So I try to just be super safe when I'm this far along in a model. Right here I was trying to pull out another set of horns coming out of the sides of this creature, but I was noticing some performance issues when I was trying to remesh the whole section. The whole model would just disappear, and so I felt like with the amount of detail and polygons I already had in this whole model, I might as well just not do any more horns or push my limits, and I kind of try to wrap things up at this point. So instead of sculpt anymore, I'm just going to jump to coloring and throw some base colors on him, and then get ready to throw him over into Photoshop and do some final adjustments and some tweaking and highlights to make him pop and finish him up. I envisioned this guy with the body, but as he stands, just a floating head, he kind of reminds me of the Beholder character from the D&D game, or from the very first Doom that I played a lot as a young guy. One of the first FPS games ever made, or if not the first, I don't know if Wolfenstein came first or Doom came first. Anyways, he kind of looks like one of those guys. That might have been an inspiration for this character, I'm not sure. But if you know what came first, Wolfenstein or Doom, let me know in the comments. I'd love to find out. I really don't remember. Now over to Photoshop, and the screen grab, I grabbed the angle. It almost looks like he's smiling. It almost looks like he's a friendly character, even though he has all these scary sharp teeth and these horns jetting out of his head. He almost reminds me of Blinky from Troll Hunters. He just looks like a friendly, lovable, huggable guy. It just must be the smile. That can be the only reason for that. But he ended up kind of a fun character. I kind of like him. The body I kind of throw on him in Photoshop almost looks like he's like a little worm type creature or something, which would be a pretty horrific worm. I wouldn't want to step on that guy. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with him. I like this guy. He's kind of a fun character, and this was a fun process. just adding some final touches, adding a little bit of a spit coming off of some of his teeth and on his lip, and he's pretty much done. I'm happy with the overall illustration of this creature, and thanks for joining me and hanging out, and look forward to having you watch another video and hanging out again. Thanks for watching Hat of the Creator, and subscribe if you liked it, and if you didn't, well, then don't bother subscribing. That'd be silly. Take care.